2TC is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete a game as chimps using just 2 towers. Today we're doing this with the Pirate Lord and Churchill, Sentai Churchill mind you, so let us begin this rodeo. Now, could I do a more difficult combination? Yes, but I've had one of those weeks where trying to fathom out either a new combination which has not been done before, or a combination that is excruciatingly difficult to perform, which has so many difficult rounds, is not part of my forte today, unfortunately. What I am hoping for, actually, is that Grape Shot will hold us for enough time so that then we can get 2160 down to get that Churchill. Yeah, it's always nice when you fire out more than one projectile at a time, doing only 1 damage at a time with only 1 projectile. Okay, lots of blues? No thank you. Now, but can we hold with just this setup, or do we need to upgrade our Buccaneer more? Just because I want to get Churchill as soon as possible, get those levels up as soon as possible, and spend as much money as we can on Churchill to level him up after we get Pirate Lord as soon as possible. Do have a loose red balloon, but that can be solved, or a few loose balloons, but this can also be solved. I hope it's hold though. Hope I don't need any other upgrades. Hope not, please. I'd rather not go hot shot as our only means of well, we do have the darts, but then again we also would rather not just use the darts in order to pop purple balloons around 25. Now, can this hold though? That is the big question. I'd rather it be able to hold. I need to put you on first. Okay, that's going to be a little bit risky, isn't it now, being able to do this? What about if we put you on last so that we have a little bit more spread over this way? Hopefully we can hit everything, but I'm not holding out much hope, especially with that there's a pink balloon right there. Not looking good. Not... For goodness sakes. Oh, we finally managed it, round 15 with just Grape Shot. Thank you. We may be able to get Churchill yet. Hopefully. Yellow balloons don't be annoying, but the rest of these should be okay. Yeah, that's okay. That is definitely okay. We can put Churchill down on this round. Hopefully, there we go. Place you over here so we have coverage down here, coverage over here, and coverage up here. Sometimes all it takes is just a little bit of microing, and not forgetting camo detection. Right, here comes Honchcrow's nest. Honchcrow's a cool Pokemon. Strange because I prefer Miss Drevis over Miss Magius, but I prefer Honchcrow over Murkrow. They're all pretty cool Pokemon. Right, purple balloons. Maybe I should have just kept this at Grape Shot, but we got Cannon Ship, which is, well, a step up from the little hot shots, but it does sacrifice the darts, because once upon a time with the cannon ship it used to have 3 different kind of projectiles, but nowadays once you get cannon ship you lose the darts. Now if you look at it this way, the only means of attack we have against DDTs outside of Sentai Churchill's Moab Barrage ability and his armor piercing shells ability is hot grapes coming from this Buccaneer. I presume something like Cannon Ship and Churchill is possible, but for goodness sakes, I'm not feeling that sweaty today. Well, this combo has been done on 4 maps, Cubism Logs Resort and Spar Pits, but again, I just don't fancy it, okay? I'd rather have 6 hooks rather than 0 hooks. Speaking of hooks, we got ourselves a hook. We're coming to round 39 now, which means we are a round away from the first Moab, and I've got a surprise for it. It's now round 41. With the right artifacts on Rogue Legends, you can literally make your submarine and the Energizer or just the plutonium reactor reach every single crevice of this pumpkin, which is bloody awesome. Now what's really nice about this combination right here is that we can instantly kill 16 out of the 30 DDTs that spawn on round 95. 6 of them with the Pirate Lord's hooks And with Churchill of his Moab barrage ability, which can, well, not instantly kill, but take out 10 DDTs. Monkey Pirates has also been done on exactly the same number of maps as Cannon Ship has, so Monkey Pirates don't add a lot of value in comparison to Cannon Ship. I don't know, I'm just looking from the index, whereas Pirate Lord and Churchill has been done on 14 different maps, including this one. I'm sure you know by now, but there has been a newly discovered bug within Bloons Tower Defense 6 using advanced hotkeys, which essentially means that any tower with a passive ability, like with Bomb Blitz's passive ability, where if you lose a life, then you can just instantly wipe out everything that's not a 0MG or above, or with the Elite Defender, its passive means of being able to temporarily increase its attack speed at a ludicrous rate. And yeah, recently that's coughed up a huge number of new 2TCs into the index, including Elite Defender and Gwen, or Mad and Bomb Blitz, or something else stupidly ridiculous, because as far as I'm aware, the Bomb Tower doesn't require camera detection for the Bomb Blitz passive ability to be able to wipe out ceramic balloons. But I'm really not up for covering that because, well, I think every other Bloons tuber has also covered that to some extent, or at least I know Dorio has covered it, which you can check out using the link below in the description, or in the pinned comment, whichever comes first, or whichever I decide to put it on, really. Okay, now that we've got the Pirate Lord, now let us level up Churchill as much as we possibly can. Definitely won't be level 20, but I think we can actually get to level 19 with Churchill with the Pirate Lord, because you're just able to get level 20 Churchill with Lord of the Abyss, which is cheaper than the Pirate Lord. But I think that also requires a cache bug as well in order to get to that stage with Lord of the Abyss and Churchill. Round 63, we can do this. We're very good with straight lines, but are we good with Pierce? Churchill has enough Pierce to contribute to the fight. And even more slaughter of the balloons. Oh, that was actually more closer than I thought it was going to be. Ouch. No, I'm not talking about the map, ouch. In one of my previous videos I did quite recently, where I covered the Lord of the Abyss and Pop Silent 2TC, I went on a bit of a rant about work. Well, I'm going to do a little bit more, and it's just with more recent events that have been going on with covering for other people who are not there at the moment, but it feels like at the moment I'm the only possible employee in the workforce who is able to cover for others. And I've already covered for another employee today, as I'm recording this on the 17th of July 2025. I don't usually work Thursdays because I usually do other things on Thursdays, like wash my clothes and stuff like that, or just have a day to myself where I'm not thinking about anything else other than myself. But because I had a colleague who was off today, I was happy to cover for them. But now I just received a text message from my manager say, could you possibly cover for somebody else who is off? I'm not going to lie, there are times I just have to flat out say, unfortunately I'm not able to cover for said person, even though it's a small lie here and there, but I've got to have some time for myself rather than just being constantly about work. I just waited for this ability to come back, even though we don't really hugely need it for round 77, aside when the BFBs spawn out. Ooh, 4 reds left. No thank you. Also, I'm not gonna lie, a new Pokemon set releases on the 18th of July. The final set to Scarlet Violet, which is the Bolt Black and White Flare set, which I've been looking forward to for a while, ever since the announcement of the set, and obviously with every new set of Pokemon TCG releases nowadays, it feels like the scalpers always get to them first online, which is absolutely shit. I work Mondays, I work Wednesdays, and I work Saturdays. Sundays, I like to have that time with my family. Tuesdays, I also have days off where I can do other things like clean around the house, but I'm just not in the greatest of moods to constantly be the only colleague in my entire workforce that is able to cover for somebody who is off. And they're off on holiday, not off like sickness, otherwise have a little bit more of a more of an understanding. But if it's obviously down to people always being on holiday, then I'm just not always about it. I do it here and there, but not all the time. I just feel like I'm always exploited. Right, that is a lot of moabs and ceramics. BFBs inbound. I forgot there was 7 there. I could have actually hooked 6 of them, just leave the other one left. Okay. Oh, we just managed to level up in time. Good. Okay, hook in 6 of those, and then hook in the fortified ones when we get our ability backwards. You can barely reach over there. Sometimes you can, and other times you cannot. It's really weird. The hitboxes in this game are weird. Level 15 Churchill by round 84. A few BFBs left, but we'll just pop them naturally. We'll do the old natural rather than the, well, using abilities. If we can save them, we will save them. I should have used it when we had, both of them there. This is how you maximize your abilities, but then also not completely end the round as well. And there goes round 85, just like the rest. So round 15 is the only difficult round so far in which we've had. You know what, I've actually thought we had more BFBs on round 86, not just 6 of them. I thought there was 7 or 8, to be honest. Okay, that little bit of chip damage that the Pirate Lord did manage to eke you over to where there's BFBs now. You know what, we'll take advantage of that. And end the rest of your lives with our default attacks. There they go. Look in the ZMGs and we'll just pop the rest using our attacks. Okay, increase attack speed. I am not going to say no to even more attack speed. These can be really annoying, so I hooked in 6 of these and we'll deal with these as they come along. I think we can hook in most of them. Yeah, we'll just leave the rest of the 2 up to our default attacks. I know I'm a bit persistent with our ability usage and not hitting all of the round at once, but I just like that, okay? I just like to think ahead of a game. It's not just round 6 or round 100 you gotta think about. You gotta think of the entire game. And here is the DDTs gone and done and dusted and etc. Right, take out some of those. Hopefully we can take out all of the ceramics inside. That looks a bit scary, but we managed it. Even more armor-piercing shell. And even more Moab barrage soon to be. Come on, default attacks. We managed it. Alright, do some chip damage against the... Oh, I forgot about the fact that this has increased damage now. Well, at least we can still hook in all of the DETs around 93. 93, goodbye. I'm not going to use my Moab barrage ability, so I think I can actually hit all of these. Yeah, perfectly, we can downscale all of these to fortified moabs, and if you ask me, I'd rather not have all of those fortified moabs hit... No, yeah, fortified moabs hit me at the same time with all of it inside. Like, we're struggling with this, actually. Armor-piercing shells required, but luckily the ability comes back pretty quickly anyways. Just like that. Hook in 2 of those. Moab barrage ability... I didn't like that. I was hoping for one of those ZMGs to not be hit, but alas. Luckily, we'll get our abilities back for round 90. Yeah, this is definitely an emergency. What the hell is this? Can we do it this time around? Use armor-piercing shells slightly later on in the round. And we managed it this time around. Good, good, good. Right, the plan is very simple. Moab barrage for first 10. Pirate hook the next 6 and take out the rest using armor piercing shell. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then once you all come around, we will then armor piercing shells the rest. Just like that. We took out round 95, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm not feeling very confident about these fortified mobs. I hate these fortified mobs around 96. I prefer the fortified BFBs around 98, to be honest, because at times it feels like I can actually control the flow of the battlefield if I can just do that. Actually, I forgot there's more than 2 ZMGs on this round. Okay, I should have just done that. Hook in 2 of the 4. Or 2 of the 6, I mean. There goes round 96. Okay, round 97. Hook in 1 of them, and...
What next?
do we hit all of this? Oh no, that's good. We can get our abilities back for round 98. Now, do we have to use armor piercing shells, or can we just do it with this setup? And I think we may be okay with what we've got going on here, which is good. I hope. Please?
Squad, emergency.
Are you absolutely kidding me? 2 fortified ceramics managed to survive. That is stupid. Armor piercing shells really early, just to get that little bit more damage going. Hopefully this does it. Maybe they come along too quickly. I don't like this at the moment. Don't like this. I don't like... okay, thank goodness for that. I just want my abilities back around 98. That's all I want, is for my abilities to come back around 98.
Squad, emergency.
Oh, for goodness sakes. What, Pirate Lord? Your single target damage over the years is absolutely stupid nowadays. Used to be so good. Oh, come on. 1 balloon again? It's always just 1. I'm just holding my breath because I don't have any confidence with this.
Squad,
As you can tell, it's always the little ones that go through. Not the big fat ass targets, no, it's their insides.
turbo damage laser bombs.
Hopefully this does it. Hopefully the armor piercing shells last long enough and I can actually hit my targets. Please, thank you. We'll be able to get ourselves with DET sunk by all of this, hopefully. Armor piercing shell, if you can come back soon enough, that'll be great, rather than having to use the... no, it's not going to come back in time, is it? No, not going to come back in time. We're going to have to use the barrage, aren't we? But I'd rather use that around 100, to be honest. Okay, we've got everything back, but we've got nothing for round 100. That's my problem. I would rather have you for round 100. We have to wait for forever you to come back. Right, hopefully we can take this out with just 1 more barrage, but again, it's not level 20 Churchill. It's level 19 and we need 4k more cash. Please take it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is not looking good, people. This is really not looking good. Okay, armor piercing shells. Can you give us enough damage in which we need? Please? Oh, would you please knock out the bad? How much more HP do you have? Oh, this is so stupid. This is not doable because we don't have this for round 100. Yeah, it's either going to be the DETs or just 1 ZMG. This is just not going to be the attempt for us, unfortunately. And if you think I'm better at the game than this and be able to succeed, then unfortunately I've let you down for today. But that's where we're going to end off the video, everybody. Sorry about the lack of completion of this 2TC scenario, but... sometimes you just gotta face the fact that with the ability timers that I had, I was just not able to do it. Round 98 screwed us over on this 2TC in particular. Like, you could not do that without needing to use armor piercing shells at the end of the round in order to clear up the rest of the fortified ceramics that keep making their way through. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe to the channel so that you can see more videos like this, hopefully successful ones in the future. Yeah, Pirate Lord has just completely fallen off over the years because of its lack of single target damage nowadays, but its additional hooks is nice, but it just cannot do any damage against the bad nowadays. Thank you all so much for watching and take care of yourselves, everybody.